Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do Indian and International Systems, the multiple choice type questions. So the multiple choice type, you're beginning. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. 17 lakh 95 is equal to which of these numbers? So the first question is 17 lakh. Now when you see lakh, you should remember we are talking about the Indian system. So let's draw quickly a chart showing the Indian system. Now here we have the ones period, the thousands period, the lakhs period and the crores period. Now let's try and write this number in this chart. So 17 lakh will come in the lakhs period. So let's write that 17 there, 17 lakh. So we wrote 17 lakh. Now it says only 95. So 95 will come in the ones period here, 95. So what about all these places here? We need to put 0. So there'll be a 0 here in the thousands place, a 0 in the hundreds place. So what is the number that we have? So 17000095. Now let's place our commas according to the periods. So this is the ones period. This is the thousands period. Now we have 17 lakh 95. So this is our answer. And which option is that? Let's look carefully. That is option 2. So we have our answer here. Option 2 is our answer. So we've got this here and that is option 2. Question 2. 5,555,555 is equal to which of these answers? So 5 million, that means this is the international system. So let's draw an international place value chart. So here we have the international chart and here we have the ones period. Remember, in the international system, every period will have 3 digits. So in the ones period, we have 1, 2, 3, that is ones, tens, hundreds. In the thousands period also we have 1, 2, 3, that is thousands, 10,000s and 100,000s. Similarly, millions period also we have 3 places, millions, 10 million and 100 million. Now here it says 5 million. So let's write that in the place value chart. 5 million means it will come here because this is the 10 millions place, this is a 100 millions place. This is only 5. So we put it here. Then we have 555,000. That means this is the thousand. We're talking about the thousands place. 555. So 500. This is a 100,000s place. 55 thousands. Then what do we have? 500. So in the hundreds place we have 5. 55 again. 55. So can you see they're all 5. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 5s we have. So that is 5 million, a comma here. Then 555,000, a comma here. 555. Now which of these is the answer among the options? So if you look carefully, it is option 3. That is 5,555,555. So option 3 is our answer. This is the answer that we got. Question 3. In international place value system, we write 10 million for 1 crore, 10 lakh, 10 crore, 100,000. For which of these do we write in the international place value system? So let's draw that first. So we have the international place value system here. Now 10 million, let's write 10 million here. So when we write 10 million, it is here, 10 million is here. That means all these are zeros. So all these are zeros. This is the international system. So this is the international system. Now let's draw the Indian system. So this is the Indian system. So the Indian system, the numbers are the same. That is, the number of digits will be the same. The places, ones, tens, hundreds are the same as this. 1,000, 10,000. Here 100,000 is equal to 1 lakh. 1 million is equal to 10 lakh and 10 million is equal to 1 crore. So 10 million is equal to 1 crore. So here we are asked to find out, isn't it? That is, we are asked, we write 10 million for which of these? We write 10 million for 1 crore. So 1 crore is 10 million. So our answer is option 1, 1 crore. Next question, this time 1 million. What is 1 million equal to? Lot of these answers. So let's draw the international place value chart. So this is the international place value chart, international. So we can write INT for international. And here we're talking about 1 million. So we have million here. So 1 will come here. That is 1 million. The remaining are all zeros. So this is our 1 million. Let's see what it is equal to in the Indian system. So this is the Indian system. So let's write IND for Indian. And 1 million is equal to what is shown on the Indian place value chart, 10 lakh. 1 million is 10 lakh. And that is option 2. And let's underline that option 2, 10 lakh. Question 5. 9 crore 5 lakh 41 is equal to one of these. So 9 crore, that means this is the Indian system. Let's draw the Indian system. Now let's write it in the chart, this number. Now 9 crore. So this is 9 crore. So we will put it here, 9 crore, because this will become 10 crores place. This is a 10 crores place. So 9 crore will come here. And then we have 5 lakh. So 5 lakh again. 5 lakh will be written here because this is the 10 lakhs place. So 5 has to be written here. Then we have 41. That means no thousands. Now here we have hundreds, tens and ones, no hundreds, because here it says 41. So we write 41 here. Now in all the places where there's a number missing, we put zeros. So 0 here, 1, 2, 3 zeros. Now let's write down the number 9 crore 5 lakh. Now nothing in the thousands place, 41. So this is our number. Let's see which option is the correct one. So 9, here we have a comma. Now can you see here there are 3 places? That means it's showing us the international system, so which is wrong. Now let's go to this one, 905. So this is our answer. Answer 2. Option 2 is our answer. You have to be careful. We're talking about the Indian system. Now some of these numbers look the same, but you can see it's in the international system. So your answer also should be in the Indian system as it is given in the question. Question 6. 1 million is equal to dash 10,000. Okay, 1 million means it is the international place value chart. So here 1 million, let's mark it here for us to understand. So 1 comes here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 1 followed by 6 zeros. So we have 1 followed by 6 zeros. Now it is equal to how many? 10,000. Now where is 10,000? 10,000 is here. Now 1, so 10,000 will be 10,000, isn't it? So this is 1 followed by 4 zeros. Now I need to get 1 followed by 6 zeros. So from 4 zeros, how can I get another 2 more zeros? I can get if I multiply this by 100, because 100 has 2 more zeros. So if I multiply this by 100, I get 2 more zeros. So my number becomes, now I'm going to take 10,000 first. So that is 10, 1, 2, 3, isn't it? Now I'm multiplying by 100. So I get 2 more zeros. So now can you see I've got 2 more zeros, and that has added and become 1 million. That means 1 million is equal to 100 10,000s. 100, because we multiplied by 100, it is equal to 100 10,000s. And our answer is option 2, 100. Question 7. 45 lakh 13 in Indian numeral. So let's write the Indian place value chart here. We have ones, thousands, lakhs and crores as the periods. Let's read this. 45 lakh. So here we have 45 lakh. In the lakhs period, let's write 45. Then we have 13. That's it. So we write 13 here, isn't it? There's no hundreds, there's no thousands. So let's put zeros there in that place. Now let's write our number. So here we have 45 lakh and nothing in the thousands place and 13. So this is the answer that we have. And which option is that? Now let's look carefully and see. Here we can find it, 45 lakh 13. So our answer is option 2. Question 8. 406,000 748 in international numeral. They want us to draw the international place value chart. Let's do that. So we have the international place value chart. When you say millions, you should know we're talking about the international place value chart. Now 406,000. So 406 will come in the thousands place. So let's write that 406,000. So 406,000. Now 700. So in the hundreds place 7. 48. 48. So now let's write this down. 406 and then we have a comma. 748. This is our answer. Which option is that? Now here option is the first option 406, 748. This is our answer. We are doing question 10 because question 9 has already been worked out in the textbook. Now these are different kinds of questions. Here we have two statements, statement 1 and statement 2. Now we have to go through it properly and find out which of these options are correct. Option 1 says that both the statements are true. Option 2 says both the statements are false. Option 3 says that statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. Whereas option 4 says statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. Now we need to read, understand and decide which of these options is correct. Let's read statement 1. In Hindu-Arabic system of numeration, that means in the Indian system, this large number is read as 515 million and 6,200. Now we are talking about the Indian system, whereas can you see the word million here? This itself tells us that this is not, the statement is false. Okay, so statement says this is how we read, but this is an international place value system. Let's write down this number. What is this number? 515006200. Now how do we read it in the Indian system? Now let's put a comma after each period. So here we have a period, here also we have, here also we have. Now how do we read this? We read this as 51 crore 50 lakh 6,200. That is how we read it. But this is, the statement tells us something else. That means statement 1 is false. So let's write our answer. Statement 1 in the Hindu-Arabic system of numeration, we read this as 51 crore 50 lakh 6,200. So that is how it is read. So that means statement 1 is false according to this. Let's read statement 2. Here it says, in the international system of numeration, this number is read as 51 crore. So can you see? Again, crore is the Indian system and not the international system. That means this answer, this statement is also false. So the number is 515006200. Let's put it in the international system. So a comma here, a comma here. How do we read this? 515 million 6,200. Whereas the statement says something else. So let's write that. Statement 2. In the international system of numeration, this number is read as 515 million, like we wrote here, 6,200. So that means which option will we choose? We will choose option 2. Why? Because both the statements are false. So option 2 we're going to choose since both the statements are false. So this is our answer, option 2. Question 11. Now look at this, children. We have assertion, reason. So these are called assertion, reason questions, where assertion will give us a statement and reason will give us an explanation for this assertion. So sometimes A is correct and R is false, or A is false and R is correct, or both can be false or both can be true. So we're going to find out. Now let's look at what the statement is. What does assertion A say? In Hindu-Arabic system of numeration, this number is read as this. So let's write down this number first. So we have 9, 3, 6, 5, 2, 1, 7. Now let's place commas according to the Indian system. So we have 1 here and 1 here. Now how do we read this? 93, 65, 217. That is, this is the ones period, this is the thousands period, this is a lakhs period. So when we read, we say 93 lakh 65,217. Let's see if it's the same as this. 93 lakh 65,217. It's the same. That means assertion A is true. Now let's look at the reason and see whether it's explaining this assertion. In the Hindu-Arabic system, counting from the right-hand side towards left, first 3 digits form the ones period. Does it happen that way? Yes, isn't it? The first 3 digits will form the ones period. The next 2 digits form the thousands period. The next 2 digits are forming the thousands period. And the next 2 digits form the lakhs period. Yes, that's true, isn't it? So reason R is giving a correct explanation for assertion A for this statement. So that means both are true. Both A and R are true. So which option is that? That is option 3. Both A and R are true. Question 12 is also an assertion reason question. So let's see what assertion says. In the international system of numeration, this number is read as 638,452,179. Let's see. Let's take down this number. That is 638,452,179. Remember, in the international system, we place commas after every 3 digits. So we have a comma here and a comma here. This is the millions period, this is the thousands period, and this is the ones period. So when we read this whole thing together. So what is that? That is 638 million. Let's see here. 638 million. That's correct. So we got the same thing. That is 638 million. Now let's look at the next one here. We have 452,000. So do we have that there? 452,000. Yes, we have the same thing. Then here what do we have? We have 179. 179. Do we have that there? 179. Yes, we have it there. That means this assertion is true. Let's go to the reason. In the international system of numeration, counting from right hand side towards left, that is from here towards the side, the first 3 digits form the ones period. Correct. 1, 2, 3 form the ones period. The next 3 digits form the thousands period. The next 3 digits have formed the thousands period. And the next 3 digits form the millions period. That's also true. That means the reason is also correct. That reason is also true. So here, according to this first part assertion is equal to the second part. Okay. So what does that mean? Both the statements are true. So which option is that? That is option 3, where both the statements A and R are true. So this is how we answer assertion reason questions. I hope you have understood. So with this, we've come to the end of this exercise. Thank you, children.